Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. He is always afraid that things will get worse or out of hand. Today, I'm a lot more hopeful. I believe that these issues are dealt with, but I do not rule them out. I don't think less of people who are angry. And it's clear that I might have a reason for thinking this is going on. Some people think differently. We need to accept things as they are and wait and see. Everyone will have a hard time with the election, even those of us who are not American. Social media divides people into two groups and turns them against each other, reducing everything to quick stories about how stupid they are. Our friends are going through the emotional turmoil that comes with it. I want to tell you all to keep your cool, take a step back, and look at where and by whom you're being influenced. Trust me, everyone is manipulating you. You can handle it better after seeing that. Bitcoin Bubble stands out because it is clear and easy to understand. There's no limit to who can join, no matter how much they know about crypto or how new they are to it. Guess who is watching us now? Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We'd also like to thank everyone who put their trust in us. We read all of your comments, and the best part is that it's free. If you sign up now, you'll get all the new information for free. Stay ahead of the trends instead of just following them. Sign up for Bitcoin Bubble right now and enjoy the new edge. Raoul talks about how to tell the difference between signal and noise and why he believes America is going quickly towards a civil war. They also talk about Tom's game project, Project Kaizen, and what they think AI will be like in the future. Yeah, and once more, people have always been able to trick us. At the start of this talk, we said that stories control almost everything we do. And what's the difference between being told by a leader and being told by an AI that has some AI? Will they have freedom? Most likely in some way. This thing is being made. I'm not sure, but I do know that what you say will happen. This will happen because the world has too many lonely people. It also leads to a drop in the number of people living on Earth. This has been very interesting to hear Elon talk about because I don't think many people have really thought about what he's saying. The population drops, the more we have a financial reason to make more AI and robots, and the more likely it is that we will kill everyone. Because it turns into a game where, to keep the economy going, you need AI tools to work hard because there are fewer people. So since there is more AI and robots, and more people use character AI for their boyfriends and lovers, there is less reproduction. The thing speeds up as it goes. Soon enough, AI and robots will be much more powerful than us, and we will have little to do with it. They will be encouraged to keep getting better. So that's the end of people. Of course, we could join forces with the machines now, but data from the Bitcoin blockchain shows that about 3/4 of all Bitcoin in circulation hasn't been moved in at least 6 months. What they found comes from Blastnode's HODL wave chart, which looks at Bitcoin held in wallets over a large area based on how long it's been since it moved. The data shows that about 74% has stayed the same for most of 2024, even though the asset is down 21% from its all-time high. The fact that older coins are more common suggests that long-term investors are hanging on to their Bitcoin as a store of value, possibly because they think the price will go up in the future. The keeping trend also lowers the amount of Bitcoin that can be traded. Prices could go up because demand is going up and supply is getting tight. In the meantime, on-chain analyst James Check wrote in August 19X that more than 80% of Bitcoin's short-term users are losing money because they bought the cryptocurrency at a price higher than its current spot price. He warned that this could make things worse if people fear sell like they did last year. BTC holders who have had it for less than 155 days are called short-term holders. This happened in 2018, 2019, and the middle of 2021 too, and it showed that a lot of investors might lose their cool, starting a bearish trend. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index has a score of 28, which is very much in the fear area. This means that the market as a whole is still bearish. In the past few weeks, worry levels have gone back to levels not seen since December 2022. In late weekend trade, the price of Bitcoin went over $60,000. But they have dropped sharply since then and are now worth only $58,619 at the time of this writing. I find it very interesting that the same person who tells people they should have kids is also working to make sure we can connect our brains and stay intelligent. It's really interesting. He is very brainy because he is both making AI and working on the brain interface. While he was trying to fight OpenAI, which he started, he said AI was bad. All of this doesn't make sense. Anyway, I find it interesting because I believe that's the only way to move forward. AI will be too strong for you to stop. It's not possible at all. And when I take a step back, I see that the human brain has a formula that says technology can make tomorrow better than today. That's what I want. For anyone who knows about the Younger Dryas hypothesis, there was once an advanced civilization that was wiped out by a comet or something else completely. So we're only moving in one direction unless something completely terrible happens. Civilization started over from scratch. That's where all the stories about floods come from. Okay, so besides that, we only move in this one-way queue and we'll never come back. And because of this, technology will be used more and more quickly. Because people naturally want to use technology to make tomorrow better than today, it's possible that we will be the ones to give birth to AI, which is obviously very scary for humans. However, we're all going to die in the end, so the question is, do we care if it's synthetic or organic as long as it's conscious? That's my point. I don't believe we do. I think we're going to keep going in this direction. There are a lot of reasons for this to happen, so it will. One thing I think is that what we think about now is how divided people are. There are people like me who want to use technology, accept it, and become one with it, and people like you who want to slow it down. That's why you're wearing an Aura ring, why we're using iPhones, why I have my Apple Watch on, and so on. All of that stuff is us moving in that direction. A lot of people will say that we have nothing to do with slowdown. And this is where humanity splits in two. Because it's crazy to think that technologists and non-technologists will grow in different ways. Our species could soon split into two groups based on their evolutionary paths. Traders of risky assets are paying close attention to the Jackson Hole Symposium put on by the U.S. Federal Reserve this week because the markets want to know how to deal with inflation. On August 23rd, Fed Chair Jerome Powell will give a speech at the event, which happens every year. Market watchers will be closely examining his words to see if they support future policy. The markets are on edge just a few weeks after the flash crash in Japanese stocks. They think that the Fed will have to lower interest rates at its September meeting. The most up-to-date information from CME Group's FedWatch tool shows that there is still a 100% chance of some kind of cut happening, with a 71.5% chance of a 25 basis point cut. Commenting on the current situation, trade resource The Kobazi Letter said Cointelegraph said that Japan's Nikkei 225 needed just days to fix what was its biggest two-day drop ever. It said in an X thread that the SP 500 is now only 2% away from a new all-time high. The markets have gone from being in a correction phase to setting a new all-time high in just days. Craig Nouveau then predicts what he calls a very interesting week of the year. Central bank heads from all over the world are going to this event. It usually leads to instability, he told people who used to follow him. Powell will talk about the coming rate cuts this year, my opinion. Powell might say that cutting the budget by $50 billion in September is not an option. Also, don't forget to join Bitcoin Bubble. Every day, for free, the most important news will be sent to your email. I don't understand why you haven't signed up yet. If you liked the movie, click like and subscribe to get more every day. Don't forget that information is power. And we're here to help you on your way to financial freedom. Have a great time buying until next time.